I'm Aaron, 24 years old, from Northwest London, £0 to my name, but I still want to relocate to Dubai and join the One Investments real estate sales team. I'm going to make the bold assumption and say that the agents that you're about to add to the team aren't willing to provide as much value as they are capable of. So in saying that, in the next 90 days, I will generate the most qualified self-sourced leads out of all of the junior agents that's going to be added to the team, bringing more business to our business. Whilst working on the real estate side, I will also work closely with the One Investments marketing team so that we can increase the company's overall market share in the UAE, attracting more international investors. I will also document my journey as a junior property investment advisor in the UAE because, you know, personal brands sell. People buy into people, people buy into stories more than they buy into brands. And in 2025 alone, I generated above 5 million views on TikTok. So when it comes to personal branding and social media and viewership, I know exactly what I'm doing. So I can bring all of this to the One Investments company. Well, now you're probably thinking, why do I even want to join the company in the first place? Everyone is sending messages, sending resumes, sending CVs. Why have I gone out of my way to film this video to send to the One Investments team? It's because I have something to prove. I have family members that have laughed at me. I have friends that have laughed at me. I have doubted myself. People have doubted me. People have made fun of the things that I've done and my dreams. And now it's time to change. Trist, I've actually been following your journey for a while. I'm 24 now. I've been following you since I was around 19 or 20, especially around the Growth Daily times. We've been on the same podcast, so Ajane and Kai, when they had CEO of You, and they changed it to the Untold podcast. You was on that podcast, I was on that podcast too. And I was actually part of the CTC sales community that ran, I think it was last year, and I was involved in a couple of the roleplay calls. But look, I didn't even plan to say this on video and not to give you guys a sob story, but from late 2024 till 2025, around September, October, November, I was heavily involved with a woman, was very deep with each other. We both had plans to move to Dubai. She moved to Dubai in September. I didn't have the funds to do so, right? She told me that when she gets to Dubai, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna lock in, she's gonna focus. Before you know it, she's in the club, G-Wagons, Lamborghinis, the whole lot. Now, not gonna lie, I was hurt. Of course, I was hurt on an emotional level, but my ego was hurt as well as a man because the woman that you like is surrounded by men that are doing 10 times better than you. So now I need to get in the field. And it's not so that I can go and get her back. That's not it. It's so that I can actually prove to myself that I am worth something. I can actually perform. I can actually get involved in a company. I can make things move. I can make things shift. So when I'm bringing this energy to One Investments, I'm more hungry than ever. There's nobody that's outworking me. There's nobody that is outperforming me because I need this. But anyway, that's not you guys' responsibility. I'm just giving you guys some context. But Trist, if you want to know if I'm a worker, this is what Flomzy, I'll use Flomzy as my reference. This is what Flomzy had to say about me when we was talking about me potentially coming to Dubai and joining RFZ.
Drop a message to my partner, Imran. Tell him you're a friend of mine. Tell him everything that you do. And yeah, that you're going to be out there. And just tell him, listen, I would love to have you on my team, bro. Like, out there, a lot of the jobs are all commission. But there are, you know, you can negotiate things, get a basic and a salary, whatever. Me personally, listen, your drive, I think you'd be unbelievable. So you know, you're just one of those kids that you just need that little bit of, you just need your breakthrough. And when your breakthrough comes, you'll never look back. So listen, I would love to have you do it on the real estate or the corporate services. I think someone like you with the videos that you can make and that, the content, I feel like you'd be an asset in my company just to have you posting up your content like that and trying to be a good salesman. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, listen, drop him a line and see what he says. And just say, yeah, any roles, and just say, look, tell him about like the Flomzy project and everything else that you've been speaking to the team and stuff. Just say that you feel like you'd be able to bring value in, you know, even building stuff for the real estate and being a real estate salesman yourself, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Just sell yourself and it'll come back to me and I'll put good word in as well.
So regardless, I'm going to find a way to get to the UAE and provide value to someone, somewhere, anyway. But I prefer for it to be One Investments, as I saw that Trist Taylor was building a new sales team. I followed Trist, so I thought, you know what, let's take the opportunity because it's just the type of guy I am. 2023 and 2024, I was mentored closely by a multi-millionaire business owner called Jazz Rose. I helped with his marketing. was involved with his company as it scaled to 100K a month. And I was also involved, or heavily involved, in the content creation side of things and lead gen. Whilst working with Jazz Rose or being mentored by Jazz Rose, I learned a lot of business lessons. I learned how to present, I learned how to speak, and this is where I had access to sales training as well, the same sales training that he offered his clients. I was exposed to the systems that he would use inside of his company, so I may be able to bring that to One Investments and see how we can make that translate from obviously the info side in which he's in to the real estate side which you guys are in. In his 2024 event, I was nominated at his gala dinner for the hardest working young entrepreneur. A while back, myself and my old team was hired by the gym group to essentially build a marketing campaign that they can use to attract more uni students into their new sites in the Midlands. And because we were relatively young, still young today, they wanted to basically gauge how we think, and because they found out I was a marketer and we could actually build campaigns, they said, you know what, let's work with these lot, and that's essentially what we did. So in saying that, I do have a fair amount of marketing experience. Whilst being mentored by Jazz Rose, myself and my business partner, we also ran a marketing agency called Brilliant, which we scaled to 10K a month, and that's where I got my first like real sales experience, where I was actually getting on calls, trying to close people on calls, objection handling, the whole lot. That's where I learned. But yeah, around those times we were fairly young when I actually think about it. I also have content experience too. I've done everything from filming behind the scenes for music videos, filming for entrepreneurs, filming for football academies, filming for myself, of course. And I used to be a drone operator, so essentially I was able to fly a drone, operate a drone, and film from the sky. And that's where I filmed for artists, music videos, and I also worked with some real estate companies too. Of course, I've had minor ventures, I would say, in between, so there's more experience essentially. Lead gen, sales, the whole lot. I had around 3 consultancy businesses. I had one where I was working with beauticians, helping them scale. My most recent one, I was working with high level women, essentially helping them improve their dating life, but it's not really enjoyable, so I started to pivot into working with men instead. But yeah, all of the main skills that I've learned from my previous ventures, I believe I can bring that to One Investment. So lead generation, communication, sales, marketing, presenting, the whole lot. When acquiring new consultants for the company, there's 3 main annoyances that you guys probably face right now. And the first one is high lead acquisition costs. So you guys might be spending a lot of money on ads, a lot of money on marketing, getting qualified or high quality leads, and your agents are essentially burning through them. And not only is this costing the company money, but it's also costing the company opportunity. And that's why I said in the beginning, I'll work the leads that you guys give me, but I'm gonna rely on my own self-sourced qualified leads so that I'm not dependent on you guys and you guys can trust me to operate on my own. And I know what it's like to burn through leads. I can tell you about a time where I burnt through 15K worth of leads in literally one day. I was absolutely distraught. Of course, 15K is nothing compared to the company that you operate right now. But me, I was 23 years old last year. Oh yeah. The second one being ghosting culture. Agents come, they realize that it's hard, and then they leave. Me, I know it's hard. In fact, I want it to be hard. I want people to leave because it's hard, because they're not willing to play the game. I'm willing to play the game. And the third one, the investment loss. The reality is that you guys are investing in potential when it comes to hiring new consultants. So I'm going to approach this with the mentality of I'm a liability until I am proven an asset. So I'm going to prove to you guys that I am an asset to the company. I understand the risks of taking on a new hire because essentially you're investing in potential. So in saying that, I'm not looking for a handout, I'm looking for a launch pad. Somebody or a company that can just put me in a position to win, and I will do the rest. I will go the extra mile. I'm making sure I win, not because I want to, because I have to. My ask to the company is that the company offers me a 3-month trial working with you all. The company covers the relocation, the accommodation for the 3-month trial, and a small allowance just so that I can get to and from the office and so that I can eat so I don't die. And after the 3 months, after the 90 days is over, if I've proven useless and I don't live up to what I say, then you guys can just kick me to the side, never have to speak to me again. If I do, which I will, provide value, after that 90-day period, I'll be completely self-sufficient and I'll be more than happy to pay back whatever the company has spent on myself, either financially or I'll make it back in commissions. Another route that we can take is that you guys keep 100% of my commissions for the first 2 deals or a percentage of all the deals until the cost is paid back. Or we can do an 80-20 split. You guys set a revenue target, and once I hit that revenue target for the company or in commissions, then we go back to the standard base, which all the other agents receive. I am 100% confident that I will bring the company the most business. I will outwork everybody that is on the team, not because I'm better, simply because I need it more. Me, myself, I just don't quit. And I understand and I know that it's a big ask, hence why I'm prepared to provide more value than anybody else that's currently on the team. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope I've won your favor. Let's schedule a call together or let's have a conversation on WhatsApp. I would love to know your thoughts and if we could potentially move forward.